So Brave Kids, for me, it's a project that bring together people who will never ever have the possibility to meet. So we create a kind of community, unique community made of people from all over the world.
I think the idea of Brave Kids, it's very beautiful because it's a very simple thing. It's uncomplicated in its bottom. It's just an encounter between different cultures, a place where these people can all meet and share different things that they want to share also. And a lot of times it happens that it's unpredictable what happens to be shared, but it's always something personal. So different groups from same country are always different because people are different, and this is very nice.
Dla mnie to jest proces. Dla mnie to jest kilkuletni proces, dlatego że każda edycja była dla mnie wyjątkowa, była inna, była taka, która przynosiła mi coś bardzo szczególnego, wyjątkowego i powodowała we mnie zmiany i w moim otoczeniu.
This project attracts fantastic people, not only staff, not only kids, but also volunteers, host families and people who are with us during those 3 weeks. These are usually young people. We choose from many because there are many people who want to help us with the project. And these are very special kind of people. They have to be patient with the kids, they have to be very responsible, and they have to be passionate about it.
So the task for the volunteers, there is so many things to do. We are from everything. We are from cleaning, taking care of the kids, being lifeguards. We are doing everything, really anything that has to be done. That's the task of the volunteers. So here in Zagórze we have the lake, so we are lifeguards. And then we also have the forest, so we are forest police to take care of the kids. Of course, for going to bed, we have to take care of them, that they are clean and ready to sleep. Of course, also during the workshops, we need to take care of them when they are bored or something. They need to be active and stay focused on the performance that they have to make. So really, the volunteers have hands full of work because they just need to do things that come up with the project, and because the project is so dynamic and changing, it's just whatever comes up, we have to deal with it.
So last year I was volunteer in Krośnice. I worked with children. This year I have this great opportunity to work with leaders. It's amazing for me because they are amazing people. They are such a great people. They helped me to understand the situation of kids. They always can explain me if I need something to know about the kids. They always can answer about my question.
Kids are awesome, really, because you don't need to speak their language to communicate with them. First days were very hard because they didn't know us and we didn't know them and we didn't know what to expect. But after a few days we were really friends. We have like little family from different cities and different countries. For example, we have this little guy from Brazil who didn't speak any English or any other language, only Portuguese, and we couldn't understand him and he couldn't understand us. But now he speaks to us in Portuguese, we answer him in Polish, and it's okay, we understand each other. It's really funny when you have to do some other thing and he's like hugging you all the time and sleeping on your arms, but it's very, very amazing, and I'm gonna miss all these kids because I really love them.
Czasami w Brave Kids zdarzają się sytuacje, które dzieci albo przerażają, albo są po prostu śmieszne. I śmieszną sytuacją były wszystkie sytuacje z jedzeniem, związane z jedzeniem. Kiedy szliśmy na stołówkę, nigdy nie wiedzieliśmy, co się zdarzy, ponieważ jedna grupa lubiła to, inna tamto, a nie wszystkie były przygotowane na to, że dostaną ten sam posiłek. I były sytuacje, kiedy Fatima z Maroko patrzy się na zupę i jest przerażona, nie wie co to w ogóle jest, a Liza z Rosji bierze drugą dokładkę już.
W tegorocznym projekcie zdecydowanie rzuca się w oczy to, jak dzieciaki się zmieniają w trakcie tego projektu. Ja byłem na początku wolontariuszem we Wrocławiu, teraz jestem tutaj i po tych 2,5 tygodniu zajęć z dzieciakami widzę, jak na przykład otworzyła się grupa z Brazylii, która mimo totalnej bariery językowej, dlatego że mówią tylko po portugalsku, a nikt z nas nie mówi po portugalsku, ani nikt z dzieci, bardzo się zintegrowały z resztą grupy. Cały czas próbują tłumaczyć za pomocą rąk, opowiadać nam różne historie i tego typu rzeczy. No, a druga taka sprawa to jest zdecydowanie jedna z dziewczyn ze Słowacji, która była absolutnie zamknięta w sobie i rozmawiała praktycznie tylko z innymi dziewczętami ze swojej grupy. W tej chwili po prostu rozpiera ją energia, jest przyjaciółką wszystkich dzieciaków i no to jest coś niesamowitego naprawdę. To jest rzecz, do której warto poświęcać swój czas i całą energię, którą tutaj wkładamy, tylko po to, żeby zobaczyć coś takiego.
So we are working in the office in Poland, and they are working in dear places, in dear countries, and we communicate by emails, by internet usually, and they have very different stories to tell.
Я хочу розказати свою історію, ну не так свою історію, як історію, як ми потрапили на Brave, я зі своїми дітьми. Почалося все з того, що моя організація, громадська організація, співпрацює з ратушею, з містом, і мені просто подзвонили і сказали: Таня, а хочеш зі своїми дітьми поїхати на 3 тижні, взяти участь у проєкті Brave Kids? Я так, навіть якщо б в мене був тиждень, місяць на роздуми, я відповіла в першу хвилину: та, супер, ми їдемо! Ну, але це було тільки моє бажання, а потім почалися різні проблеми. Спершу це були проблеми з батьками, яким я розказала про проект. Це так було дуже емоційно. Ми можемо там будуть діти з Бразилії, з Марокко, ну, з цілого світу. І це було щось тут підозріло. Не може бути так, щоб все було так гладко, щоб все було безкоштовно. Не може бути все так настільки гладко, щось мають бути якісь підводні камені. І почались просто батьки відмовляти мені, щоб їхні діти взяли участь в проєкті, і в якийсь момент я зрозуміла, що все, я здаюся, я відмовляюся від участі в проєкті, але потім я подумала, я і здаюся, ну так не може бути. І я почала шукати ще більше дітей, говорити з батьками. І перший етап проблем закінчився. У мене є група, стабільна група, бо кожного дня Ані Кордейро я казала: Ано, завтра всі документи будуть, Ано, це все буде завтра. І почався другий етап проблем – це отримати візу. У нас зараз в Україні через складну ситуацію, через війну, яка таки є, маємо проблеми з отриманням візи. І це просто майже кілометрові черги біля консуляту. І все-таки я через пана консула, через різні шляхи, ну ні, не настільки темні, я отримала візу, і ми зараз тут з моїми дітьми, і я бачу, як на них це впливає. Що цей проект на даному етапі дав більше мені, але може то від того, що я себе краще розумію, ніж дітей, і для них треба ще трошки більше часу, щоб вони з цим всім зжилися, щоб вони зрозуміли, що для них дало, щоб ми приїхали до Львова, вони зупинилися, не буде вже нікого, тільки вони, тільки інші діти, яких вони зможуть розказати свою історію, з якими вони зможуть щось попрактикувати, яким можуть розказати, як вони спілкувалися з бразилійцями, при тому, що бразилійці взагалі не розмовляють англійською, і це все було через дотик, через потиск руки, через обійми. І коли вони це розкажуть, це знову все зсередини підніметься, дійде до голови. От тоді я думаю, що цей проект дасть для них ще більше, ніж зараз дав для мене.
Working in Nairobi we reached like 5 hours before our appointment. So we told this guy, the taxi guy, take us to the police embassy. We were like, do you know where it is? He was like, yeah, because like the police embassy is so far from the city center. It's like an hour drive from the city center. So like for him, like he kept on driving a different an opposite direction of the embassy. So it was like 40 minutes to the appointment, because like he drove that like 2 hours in the opposite direction. Like, why aren't we reaching the embassy? He told us like it's so near. He was like, I think I'm lost. I just took an opposite direction from the embassy. So like we are 20 minutes before the first appointment, because the first appointment was 11:40 and now time was 11:20. So he had to drive so fast. We got an accident, but it was so terrible. And like this driver ran out of the car. He was like, wait, I'm coming back. He just ran. So we sat in the car for like 20 minutes. We're like, no, let us just get on and get another car. And a colleague of him came and took us to the embassy, but we reached the embassy very late.
I got 6 girls with me who learn Bharatnatyam, Bollywood dancing and yoga. And getting them to Brave Kids 2015 has been a very interesting journey. It was very challenging to arrange for their passports, because most of the poor people born in India don't even have their birth certificates. So there's no proof of their birth, that they were born in this country or when they were born. And even if there is, it's usually wrong information, and they're exploited at every stage of the process. They have no paperwork, no bank accounts their parents have, and there's nothing to show that they're actually legal citizens in the country. So let's say if they're Muslim and Bengali, then they're doubted to be Bangladeshis. Or if they look like they have Oriental features, then they're doubted to be Nepalese or, Tibetan or Mongolian or something of that nature. Not realizing that we have all sorts of people in this country, such a diverse, complex country, and they all look different. So getting the government officials to understand that was quite a challenge, and then getting all their paperwork ready was quite a challenge. It took me quite many months to put it all together, because I had to do it legally without bribing. I didn't want to go through that route. When the passports finally came, it was just a few days before their trip. It was sheer excitement, and it was so worth it, the whole process. So for me at Sarvam Foundation, this has really been a dream come true, because I've been working with these kids for many years. But this is the first time I've got an opportunity for them to actually, expand their horizons in such a vast way.
We had to overcome a lot of obstacles before coming here. All kids must have parents' consent with them, but a girl of our group left it at home, and customs offices in Belarus didn't want to let us, and they wanted us to leave the train. At the very last moment, we got a email with this document, and we were allowed to cross the border. We are here, and we are really happy to be here, because the mission of our school is to promote our culture, traditions, and we are really happy that 150 people now know that in Russia there are a lot of nationalities and they look different, and we are really happy to share our culture.
Brave Kids, coming here is worthwhile, because in spite of all the challenges and all the difficulties I have gone through, I am happy that I finally managed to bring all the kids, because first of all I have to to apply for the visa, and before this I have to work on the passports for kids, which was sometimes difficult because most of the kids were parentless, or they live with one of the parents, or they don't have a father, so it was difficult to make the documents, all needed for the visa. But after this, when we applied for the visa, then there was another odyssey, another challenge, another long journey, because I have got all the permissions of parents and of guarantee, people that they are living with. And I have to go to Rabat, which is 600 kilometers from Terudent. I have to go first. I have to take all the kids with me. So we were 7 and we went by car. So I could not stay in a hotel because it's not easy with all the kids. So I went and they came back from Rabat. So it was about 1,200 kilometers in 24 hours. And after this, it took me 5 days, and then I called the embassy, and they told me, oh, there is a problem with the papers, so you should come, you should send us some documents. And I told them, look, I will not send you document, but I will come myself. There was another problem for one of the girls, and they had to call someone in Terudent in the court, and he has to issue a document. And then he had to send this, so I have to wait to stay until the next day. So I stayed in a hotel, and in the morning I went to the bus station to take that document. I take it to them, and then they told me, oh, this is in Arabic, so it should be in French or in English or something. So I have to run again and look for someone to translate it. But finally I managed to find one translator who could translate it, and he gave it to me. And when I take it back, it was okay, and we finally get the visa for all the kids, because every time, from the beginning of the project, I was always afraid of telling to one of the girls, we will not go. In fact, I don't regret any of this, no matter how much time it took or how much money it takes or people that I have to beg. So all this is just not important if we compare it with the pleasure and the happiness that the kids are enjoying here. All in all, it's a great thing. So Brave Kids should keep on like this, and I am sure that it is growing bigger and bigger and more nicer and nicer. Thank you.
Brave Kids project makes me proud.
Brave Kids makes me feel connected to the world.
Brave Kids makes me feel like part of the team.
Brave Kids makes me feel at home in the world.
Brave Kids makes me feel very happy and proud that I have this kind of job, and it gives me the energy for whole year to do that.
Brave Kids makes me feel happy, of course, and it makes me feel needed and useful for something, because there's so many things to do.
Brave Kids makes me feel happy.
Brave Kids makes me feel proud of my culture, my kids that can represent our republic.
Brave Kids makes me happy, glad, proud and optimistic. Thank you, Brave Kids.